This is tribute to Imole Mohbad. When you were alive, I didn't know about you. I didn't hear about you. I never came across your music. Even though I'm someone who always likes music that have this sad tone to them or like dirge that had with the word sad. Somehow I just missed it until your death before I heard about you. And almost like prophetic, the words that you sang say when you're dead, you're lying down there, that people will talk about your rights and your wrong. People they will hear, people will love you more, people will hear about you. Sadly, that's what has happened in my own case. It took your death for me to hear about you. It's really sad that you cried out and cried out. You cried out for help, but we weren't paying attention. We didn't listen. We didn't hear. We weren't listening. So sorry about that. I know my words mean nothing now, but it's just for you to know that you fought while you were alive. You cried out. You did all you could. And even while you're dead, you're doing so much. You're fighting for so many people. A lot of issue that nobody bothered about, thought about, or looked into. You have made the nation, you have made people to focus on those issues. And there will be so many artists, musicians, so many people that will come because of your voice, even from beyond. They will be more protected than they would have been if you never spoke out. You live on. I always say that death is not when you can no longer breathe in oxygen or breathe out carbon dioxide. Death is when you don't speak because you are afraid of being killed. You were fearless. You spoke. You spoke not just only for yourself, but for a whole lot of other people. You were that voice for them. Rest on. You live on. You are in the minds of people. You are in the consciousness of people. You've brought issues to the fore. I really don't have the words, but it's just to say that there are so many people who are fighting for justice for you. And I pray and I believe you will get that justice. Over the past few weeks, I've really listened to your songs, the words, the things that you kept saying. And even there's one that's so, important where you talked about the father. You don't have to kill another person to grow or to get there. But citizens are not quiet. Continue to rest on. May God give your family the fortitude to bear the loss. And may God be with your wife and son. It's really been few tough times, just thinking and like, especially in my head, I kept thinking, this is such a talented young man who kept crying out, who kept talking about the injustice being meted against him. But many of us never listened. We didn't listen enough to hear. Hopefully, justice will prevail and more will be done to protect so many young people that will be going through, that will one day face the kind of situation you faced. Hopefully, they'll be more protected. Rest on. Especially this song of yours really Just the words alone, they mean so much and they're so touching. I'm trying. Ha. I grew up in the ghetto, and I know how hard it is to escape from there. And when you finally come out, how one person can represent so much to the family. In 2014, when Chibok girls were taken away at the Unity Fountain, when we made demands, I used to say to people, look, when you take away the child of the poor, or when the poor loses a child, especially one who is a breadwinner or potential breadwinner, you take away everything, because mostly it's that one person that sort of like be that helper that takes family out of generational poverty, and stuff like that. And it's really sad. It's really sad. I just can't imagine the kind of pain the family they are all going through. At the end of the day, all we can do to help is to ensure there's justice, that everything is looked into and they get to the bottom of this, and he finds justice and he rests in peace.